Hey everybody, it's Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. Okay, this is live action Wednesday featuring the Mach 72 PB2Y Coronado. Okay, off camera, I did a lot of work last night off camera, guys. I got the fuselage all primed. The tail appendages, also the stabilizer, everything has been assembled and filled with my favorite filler of choice. I highly recommend this, guys. Don't use that green stuff or squadron or all that other crap. It shrinks. This stuff is the best stuff in the world to use. That guy inspired a lot of modelers in using that stuff. It's good. It sands within minutes. Okay, I'll pass out the camera like I said. I got the fuselage all done. And we'll go ahead and swing around and get the video going on here. Okay, again, I'd like to apologize for the video I did. It's because of I didn't check the where the hell is the trash can at? It's because I didn't check the monitor on there. There's a monitor right there that tells you your values work. I overlooked it, and I wasted all that time building that thing with no sound. Now, I know it was boring. So my apologies, guys. I got to watch these things. This 4x4 is working out. I just posted a video on Facebook and also YouTube on my channel, and on the Bristol Fighter by Revell, so you guys will like that. If you want to see some good pictures of it, like I said, go to the Lindsay's Petersboro Modelers Group. He's got his building group channel there. I mean, his Facebook page, and he's got all the pictures of it. I had no video editor. I gotta get one. I gotta buy one and upload it on his computer and stuff. This computer is very complicated, guys. It's very hard. It's a Mac computer. It don't operate like the other ones I have. Like I say, my son-in-law, he uses this for business only, and I'm the only guy in the world that's promoted social media through this computer. This computer is so used to holding files and such. It don't even burn CDs either, so it shows you how like a duck out of the water I really am on this. But it's all there is. I'm very grateful for it, and I'm happy, and it works good. And the only thing I'm not happy is that my YouTube channel is I can't get my YouTube channel back. I got to work on that. I want to regain all my viewers again. I hate to start all over again. It seems like to me for the past 5 years I've been starting over again 2 or 3 times at a very, very old age. I don't got that much time to spare to keep on living over and over and over again. So right now we're going to have a video today, live action on the Coronado Flying Boat. Okay, we'll swing around and take a look at the flying boat here, what we got going on here, and we'll take a look at it. See what we got going here. Adjust this camera a little bit. I kind of like this webcam. It's pretty good. It does a good job. Let me adjust this thing, guys. Excuse me, I need to fart around this thing. Okay, that's good. A little more. That's good. Okay. The close-up of the fuselage I got. That thing was a humdinger to put together. It had to fill all the seams on here. Bottom. Got the twin rudders on it. The Coronado was built by Consolidated Aircraft Company out of San Diego. They're supposed to be the successor to that PB2Y they did. Since they envisioned that flying boats are going to be the thing of the future for them, especially in the event of war. This here flying boat was used as anti-submarine patrol duties during the war, and also transports and medevacs. As you notice on the tails right there, similar to the B-24, which they kept. They got the idea from the B-24 Liberator. what they did is they just more or less made a hull bigger on it. The wings are quite stubby and short, opposed to the Martin Mars and the Mariner. As you can see here, they're very short. Right here, you can see the internal bays they use to carry mines and torpedoes and such. And like that of the consolidated PB2Y, they had ramps on the leading edges that fold over. They can stand up, work on the engines. Okay, guys, we're gonna work on this right now, get it going. So we're gonna start right now. First of all, I'm gonna get this nacelle here came loose a little bit. I'm gonna put some glue on it. I already got filler along the leading edges of the wings, but also the outer wells of the floats. The floats are retractable, like that of the PB2Y. That's one thing Consolidated Aircraft Company incorporated is the use of retractable floats to reduce drag, like that of landing gear on an airplane. Got a piece of tape here and make sure this is good tight, so I can go back and sand it out in a minute. Surface detail here is pretty good, as you can see. It's pretty well detailed. There's a lot of flash on this thing. So you got a lot of homework to do before you graduate from school. I would not suggest this kit for an amateur or a novice to do. Although it's simple to put together, but there's a lot of sanding involved, and fitting and dry fitting and such. And a lot of sanding. These sanding sticks are a godsend. So be sure to have a good supply of sanding sticks. Eric Estrada gave me a whole bag of them. Do a little cleanup here. We're going to go ahead and, tonight's episode, we're going to go ahead and install the wings of the fuselage off camera. I'll probably do some binding and filling on it. You know, else be down the whole stretch of the construction, but prepare for painting after that. Always got to dry fit to check for a good fit, because you won't leave no gaps in those things. this other side. I want to check the fitness. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Nice fit. As you can see, it's very stubby. The wings are. Martin Mars had those big old long wings. That was the design of this thing at the time. Yeah, that's pretty good there. The fit's pretty snug. I'd rather have it snug than too loose. It's always good to have this wings subsidy-wise. Make sure that all the nacelles, where the joint, make sure they're all been sanded down quite well, like I'm doing right here. This can be painted overall light gray with intermediate blue. And the icers will be black on the side there. Tomorrow I'm going to Ohio and prepare for the funeral for my brother, so we have an appropriate funeral. And go back and store to get a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be bringing back. My son-in-law and I are going to be working pretty good in that trailer net behind the house, and we're going to go ahead and make preparations to get that trailer and get that storage over the house and get all the stuff in there. When I live out here, guys, I got a lot of room for my stuff. A lot of room. I'm always constantly sanding this thing, which is good. Yeah. I think I showed you a vacuum form kit of this too. I got the vacuum form. There's about 3 companies that make this airplane, if I know of. I've got all 3 of them except one. Cora makes one. They're a multimedia kit. It's got everything in it. A lot more expensive than this thing. I think almost $100 this thing. That's a lot of money. And the Coronado would make an excellent flying boat for anybody's collection who's into flying boats. There's 2 vacuum form companies that make it. Sutcliffe is one of them. They were the first ones out of England. And also Zekiform. The Zekiform that come out ones about 88, 1990 or something like that. They came out with theirs, which is the one I got, which I showed you a while ago. Gotta make sure everything's sanded. A lot easier to sand down the swing like this as it is on the airplane. Then when it comes to last thing to worry about is when you join to the fuselage, you can have a little filler up here, also the bottom. I checked the bottom, don't need none, just wants to be on top. Like I say, you gotta make sure you use a good board like this. Don't use none of this stuff here. You'll get a good sanding out of it. Plus leaves a mark of an amateur. Always make sure it's straight. Your wing roots are. That way you plug it in your fuselage, there'll be less filler. So what you're aiming at, guys, is use less filler, not too much filler. For good fit, we're sure less filler. to use. It's a little splash in this thing. It gives you a lot of work to do. Detail is excellent in this thing, I can see. So you make sure you don't want to get none of the detail out. Yeah, it's pretty good. The cowlings is made in halves. So to complete the cowling assembly, you got 8 pieces. This plastic is very hard. Like I say, they're almost like Heller in France. This thing's made in France. The plastic they use is not very much compared to ours. It's pretty brittle. It's almost like kind of a resin type plastic they use. No polyurethane. So you gotta make sure you don't bend something like that too much because they'll snap on you. It's not forgiving as polyurethane plastic is. Okay, I think it's time to join the wings to the fuselage. We're going to dry fit first to see if it's a good fit. When you put your wings on, of course, you know your float bells go down. I see one guy built one of these one time. I don't know where his mind was at, just like this. Whoops, wrong wing, wrong side. So you gotta make sure. Yeah, right there, that's what needs it right there, right here. Make sure it's good and flush. So like I said, you're aiming at less filler, not too much. Perfect. That's very less filler. That wing's ready to assemble. We'll check the fit on the other one, see how that one goes. If it fits like the other wing, starboard wing, and the port wing. Oh yeah. A little more. Well, that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're ready to, yeah. We're ready to attach the wings. The canopy, the cockpit is very rudimentary. Lots to desire and nothing to write home about. But they do give you a canopy, which is good. Okay. When we root, make sure to get some of that paint off there so that when you catch the waves, it'll stick to some plastic inside the tank, because you want to glue the paint. I like using this stuff. This stuff has a lot more strength than this stuff does. This stuff is excellent. You can't beat that Maya. But if you're joining wings together in a kit model like this, this is the best to use. Wow. Put it alongside here. So you got a good joint fill, a good joint. Sure is a good joint for the glue to adhere. Okay, here we go. The other side don't need no filler. A very, very smattering amount on top here. That's a good fit. Put that set for a couple of minutes. I've got me a cup of coffee right here. I got a coffee espresso machine next to me on this desk here. And I make coffee all the time. As I mentioned on the video, I don't think you heard me, because that last video I did on this thing was the audio wasn't working. That was my fault. I should have checked it. Now the audio is working excellent. I can see the sound files. Well, the sound monitor right there tells you you're 4x4. I've seen one of these at Long Beach Naval Air Station in North Island. Well, my ship was stationed at Long Beach Naval Yard. I think for Operation Readiness Inspection, ORI. I had a 72-hour liberty to go see my family before I shove off again back to Vietnam, Westpac. And I can remember, even when I was young, I seen this thing parked on the grinder out there. I never seen a flying boat like this before. I didn't know nothing about a Coronado. And I said, that looks like some kind of a Mars flying boat, you know, kind of. I asked my dad, what kind of flying boat is that? That's a Coronado. He said, I thought it was like, I look like the Mars. As well, the Mars is a lot bigger, which it is. About 2 of these make the size of the Martin Mars. This thing's a Piper Cub compared to the Martin Mars. And the AHOY Princess. The outer wing panels were removed. They were probably inside the hangar. It was sitting on its beaching gear. It was painted in a red oxide color. And it was all cocooned around the windows and stuff, all the transparencies. So, as time went on, I went down there to North Island where it was at. I walked out there to the grinder, over the tarmac where it was sitting at outside. It was outside. And I think it was pretty good size. It was big. I put my hand up against it. And it's the first time I've seen one of them before. A lot of these are left over from World War II. A lot of them were used as man-made reefs. They took them up to San Diego out there and just sunk them, got rid of them. Didn't use them no more. To me, that was kind of a waste. They could at least have a few laying around to fly around and stuff, yeah. The reason why the Mars is still flying today is because Canada's seen another future for it besides the dismantlers touch like we do. One thing about America, we always waste stuff. Needlessly throw stuff away just like it's nothing. And it could be used for something, you know. But that Coronado I was talking about a while ago, that I learned that it belonged to Howard Hughes. Mr. Howard Hughes used it as a test bed for his spruce goose, the Hercules that he had. Now that was his flying boat, the Coronado. He finally purchased it from the Navy after the war's end, and he more or less used it as a test bed. It's good. That's a good fit right there, guys. Real good fit. Now let's hit it a little more. Now it resides in Jacksonville, Florida, at Naval Air Station Museum. Painted all dark sea blue with white undersides. Coronado is a pretty good size airplane. Nothing compared to the size of the Mars. It was, like I say, it was used more or less for transport duty, anti-submarine patrol bomber, and also medevacs. They were a very good workhouse for the war. Consolidated Aircraft Company, when they designed this, they designed it to make it about a little bigger than the Catalina what they had. The Catalina was a B-7 airplane. It was a damn good airplane, the Catalina was. They found that it's a very good plane. They say it was pretty hard to fly the Catalina because it was like a parasol, you know. It had those long wings, and the plane was seen to tip in flight, so you had to use a lot of aileron control to keep that thing level in flight. Those guys probably had arms like Popeye the Sailor to keep that thing level in flight. Okay, we'll go over here and get this wing going. Get it installed. Oh, they have pollen. Well, one thing about Tennessee, you got a lot of ragweed out here. Okay, here we go. We're going to plug in the port wing this time. Oh, yeah. Check the other side of these fellers. Nope. The other side is flush as flush. Very little filler this thing's going to need. Got those wings pretty flush, as you can see. Before, there was a hell of a gap through there. Like I say, you got to sand these things down with using a filing board. You can't use your hands. You got to use these things. Makes me grip my teeth, well, my gums anyway. Because when I see people use their hands like this, you know, you don't sand evenly. You just sand grooves in it. That's why I say use the mark of an amateur. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is let this thing set and dry for a while before I resume to it. Once it's dry and everything, I'm going to go ahead and add a little filler aside there, let it dry and sand it down, and give it a good prime job. In the next video we're going to go ahead and use assemble the nacelles and get the engines all painted and everything. That's a good fit there, guys. I really like that fit. The mighty Coronado. The Navy dubbed it as the whale. Because it looks like a big old Moby Dick sitting there. It really does. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is go ahead and let this thing set and dry for a while. We'll put it over here on top of the box. Let it dry. We'll finish up the video right here. Here he is. You can find these things at eBay once in a while. I got this in Smitty's Hobby Shop before he went out of business. I bought 2 of them from him. I ordered one, and I liked it so much I asked him if he ordered me another. Well, thank God he did, because by the time I got this one, it was out of business. That was a good hobby shop down there. I miss Don and Jane, the founders of Smitty's Hobby Shop. The place has been big since 1947, right after World War II. That was probably the oldest hobby shop that there is. Now, you don't find little hobby shops like that no more. Not in this country, I don't think. If they do, I'd like to know where they're at. But I do in England, across the pond, they do. They got a lot of good. They got the best hobby shops in the world over there. Boy, I'd like to spend some money on them things, on models over there. What they got? They got stuff over there they don't have here. But like I say, it's not designed for this kit. Was not designed for the novice. Like I say, you got a lot of filling, a lot of sanding, and a lot of work. And novices don't have those skills to do stuff like that. And they'll make a wreck out of the model, trying to do the best they can, make it look right. But it don't prevail. It don't. Without no experience of building these things, it's going to be rough. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. The next video is going to probably be another live action on the Coronado, get the nacelles all glued together, get the engines all painted and cleaned up. It'd be a lot of work. After that, everything will be done on camera, and the final reveal with a paint job will come in and make a video from there. I'm going to try to, in that time, I'm going to try to see if I'll be able to get my channel going, the whole channel. Because, you know, I sure miss you guys out there, you know. I think the only people who acknowledge me are from people who see it on Facebook. And I also comment on their videos too, and send links, but I haven't gotten nothing from them yet. I gave up YouTube. Like I say, there's no human element to these people. There isn't any. So you're wasting your time. My problem with me and the old channel was I forgot my password. I thought I had it on there. I used about 4 or 5 passwords I can remember to the best of my knowledge, and no prevail. So evidently I'll try to get it going somehow. There's some way of getting a hold of these people. There's got to be a way. Okay, I'm out of here. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Spend wisely. And say your prayers. And beware of your surroundings. And it's barbecue weather, guys. Because we got a cold front last night in Tennessee. Tomorrow the heat's going to start going up. When May gets here, the heat's on. And it's barbecue time. And I got to put a garden out there and everything. So I got a big rototiller out there. I'm going to make a garden probably about 100 feet long and about maybe 40, 50 feet wide. And I'm going to plant some half runners there and some corn and peppers, all kinds of stuff. And for the grandchildren, as the summer starts to wind down, I'm going to grow some pumpkins and watermelon out there. My family takes care of me pretty good, guys. I've been taking care of people all my life except myself. Now they take care of me. I'm very happy. I'll be very happy I get my channel back and get my old subscribers back, so I know everything's kosher. And get all my stuff here. And I'm going to be a very happy boy. Happy Santa Claus all over again. Okay, I'm out of here. Stay healthy, say your prayers, and God bless you all. And we'll catch you guys on the next video, which will be coming up probably after my brother's funeral. Because this is the last video I'll be doing for the night, for the week. Because I got my brother's funeral to go to and everything. And so I got a lot of stuff to do, so next week sometime I'll have another video. Okay, I'm out of here. It's Frankie Day signing off for Frankie Day Models. Be good. You can't be good, be careful. Okay, we'll catch you guys later.